have started a war? He's like, these are the thoughts we didn't have. They go, no what? And then Robert Kiyosaki on this show talked about how he would take the military helicopter into enemy territory to pick up women. See, pick up foreign women and pick them up in a helicopter and take them on long vacations while intoxicated. On this show, he talked about flying helicopters while intoxicated to pick up foreign women that didn't speak the same language he was speaking in enemy territory to take them on long weekends. James, can you ever picture that kind of thing happening in the military?
That's insane. I can't picture because I know that when I was in at the end of the year, instead of buying people cold weather gear or upgrading tools and equipment, the command is getting Ferrari leather chairs in their office.
Now I'm just saying these are real. We just talked about medical,
and that's not 40 years ago either. Is it?
No,
10 years ago.
We're talking about medical. We're talking about legal. We're talking about cleaning. I'm just telling you. Years ago, elephant in the room, our haircut chain. We have cameras pulled up there. I pay our employees to work a set number of hours, and I watched an employee on camera span up lapse time take 3 hours to clean their workstation. So we're supposed to shut down the store at 7, and from like 6 to almost 9 o'clock, they're there by themselves. They'll say, I'll stay late. I'll clean the station.
Let me guess, it wasn't that dirty.
They didn't do anything. They just looked on their phone. They made calls. They played video games. So if you do not have merit-based pay in place in some way, shape, or form, you are going to lose. What does that mean? You need to pay your employees based upon what they do, not based upon what they say they're going to do. That is a very important principle. I want to get your thoughts on this, Dr. Sperl. What happens if you ever get away from a meritocracy and you begin to pay people based upon just massive salaries and big resumes, and you start to behave like the government? What happens quickly to a private business?
They start to work your business instead of work for your business. So they're working to get things out. I don't know about Attorney James, but I feel a little better about my employees and what I've caught them doing versus what I just heard about the military. But yeah, it's very important. They'll push the limits of what they can get away with.
They do. That's tracking with me as well.
Attorney James, have you ever seen a situation? Could you picture a situation where you would have an employee working for your law firm who fabricates the hours they work?
Oh, 100%. I see it all the time. And it's attorney staff and non-attorney staff.
Sick. So James, when you go in and you're growing this cleaning service, what happens if you pay the employees without an element of merit-based pay? What happens?
They're going to steal time from the clock, and they're going to expect me to pay them the time that they stole from working.
And when you go back to the customer and say, hey, I want to greatly increase the amount I'm charging you to cover the jackassery, they're not going to stick around as a client anymore. That's just how it works. Now continue here. Little facts here, Dr. Sperl. 85% of employees admit to lying on their resumes, according to Inc. magazine. Just making stuff up.
I love this one, by the way.
75% of employees admit to stealing from the workplace, according to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. We're talking about cash flow here. Income, labor, overhead, and profit. Now, I'm going to type the following three P's on the screen for everyone to follow along. You have the thing called, okay, here we go. Pay. You have the thing called price. You have the thing called profits. This just in. Every employee wants more pay. This just in. All employees. This just in. On behalf of Planet Earth, all employees want more pay. Okay. Price. This just in. All customers want a lower price. This just in. From the human race. This just in. From Planet Earth. This just in. Send this to the aliens. Profits. Nobody cares about the profits of the business. Of the profits of the business other than the owner. Why is that true? I don't know. What's your thoughts on that, Dr. Sperl? I think somebody out there that for some reason isn't aware of or isn't expecting the conflict. Because James, once you start going out there and you're cleaning houses at scale, there will be a conflict. It will happen very soon. When an employee wants more pay and the customer wants a lower price. If you cave on either one of those areas, the thing that gets the squeeze is the lack of profit. Dr. Sperl, how do you handle the three Ps?
That's absolutely true. Number one, I make it known to my staff when it comes to the three Ps. And number two, it's usually the nicest people that you work for that actually, when you're not auditing things, you're not actually looking back at things and tracking it properly. It's the ones that are nice and lie right to your face. And I just can't believe it. It happens. Yeah, you taught me this. So this was a hard lesson for me because I trusted everyone. Turns out Reagan was right. Trust but verify. So it's a big part of it.
Now tonight we have a group of good team James going to the Tulsa Drillers minor league baseball game. And at the game, our team they're there for our company called Elephant in the Room. It's Men's Grooming Lounge. And what we're trying to do is to get first-time customers to come in and get their haircut for $1. We're trying to go out there and for a large audience of ideal and likely buyers and convince them to get their haircut in our store for $1. And we're doing that. And James, I want to track those numbers because if you don't track the numbers of how many people are coming in to get their haircut as a direct result of that game, what's going to happen, James?
They're going to lie.
Yep. And it's like 99.99999% of the time. So important. You get this. Attorney James, what are your thoughts on that? What happens on this? You do not keep in your mind as an entrepreneur. When you open your business day one in mid-August. And you open day one. And all of a sudden, you've got people going out there cleaning houses. And you're not aware that every employee wants more pay. And every customer wants a lower price. And no one cares about your profits. And you don't put in merit-based pay. Attorney James, if you do not put in merit-based pay, what's going to happen?
Well, first of all, you don't know what you don't know. So you're probably not going to see anything that's going to happen. You don't even know this happening. But what's going to happen is they're going to take advantage of you.
Every time.
And
I watch it. We were doing the Reawaken tour, and we had probably the lowest energy person I've ever met in my life. But sometimes you do the interview. We interview candidates every week. Sometimes you got to go to Florida. You just have to go. Come on, if you're watching the show, you know what I'm talking about. You need a warm body. Come on. You know what I'm talking about. Your car quits working on the side of the road. You call for help. You can't control who shows up to help you. And the guy who shows up, you're thinking, if this guy doesn't kill me, I hope he fixes my car. Right. So we're getting the vans ready for Florida, and we have to go to Florida for the Reawaken event in Tampa. And James, you were there in Tampa. One of our teammates says, "Yeah, we got to bring this guy." I go, "This guy? Why? We need someone to ticket people in. We got to go." I don't feel good about this guy. No, I know this guy. I don't know. And the guy who's vouching for him, that made me even more suspicious of the whole thing. But we go there to Florida. And this guy, we have a special where you pay $25 for a ticket or whatever price you want to pay. And this guy is low energy, low enthusiasm, probably low intelligence, probably low integrity. He shows up and says to me, Clay, I sold like 300 shirts last night. I sold 300 T-shirts at the Reawaken event. I sold 300 shirts. It was unbelievable. And I go, 300? Like a really good salesman maybe sold 50 all day. You sold 300? He's like, yeah. Only thing though. Only thing is only brought in $1,500. $5
shirt.
I go, what? Because the special is $25 for a shirt or whatever price you want to pay. So he's running around telling me, 5 shirts for $25. Come on now. And the commission we paid per item sold was $3. And I look him in the eye and I'm going, have you been telling people that you're selling 5 shirts for $5? He's like, no, yeah, a little. I'm like, come on. And he openly had been trying. All the employees vouched for him. And I want to get your thoughts on this phenomenon, Dr. Sproul. All the employees are going, no, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. I don't want to throw him under the bus. He's a good guy. Why is it that everybody always wants to not shed light on the jackass? Why is that?
Well, I really don't know because they don't think like entrepreneurs. Like obviously the math wasn't math in there when it comes to what he was doing. He was just getting his own. So that's a nice guy that's ripping you off. So my definition of nice guy is a little different as a business owner.
James, what are your thoughts? I know somebody who served in the military that came back. They got an award for something they did not do. And to this day, they still run around talking about the award they got. I know they didn't do anything. Many people know they didn't do anything. But they still continue to say, I did the thing. What is that phenomenon? Whether it's military, business. What is it where people No one. What is that? What is going on?
A human is a human, no matter what uniform they put on or what they do for work. So I think they're gonna, go to that instinctual level of their own, whatever that is, and just try to take.
But I think our business owners watching the show, they think their staff is different. Dr. Sproul, want to go to you real quick here. Because every client I know, they say, no, my front desk lady. She's good. No. She's like, that's my sister's friend. That's my friend's sister. That's my brother's cousin's neighbor. I've known her since high school. They always have a story and a blindness. What is that all about, Dr. Sproul? Why is there a blindness and really a disproportionate, oblivious kindness that every entrepreneur has towards the people on their team that are screwing them?
Well, you actually said that. I said that very same thing to you about how I've got a good staff, and the reality is they were nice to me on the surface, but when we started auditing, all I can tell you is my other plant director and I were sending that emoji with the mind blown back and forth all the time about what actually was happening. Numbers. And they were nicely screwing us. We had one gal who kept saying, "Oh, we'll collect next time." It was $160,000 over 3 months she did not collect. Next time.
Now, real quick, I have a story for you around that $160,000 story. One of my clients is a doctor. And his best friend from military and life post-military was this guy keeping his books. And we found that the guy had created bogus LLCs and was invoicing. So basically, he created bogus LLCs for catering. And so this doctor did a lot of catering for clients and things. And so his best friend would make up invoices and send invoices to him for $2,000 here, $4,000 here, $500 here for different LLCs that seemed realistic. It'd be companies like Healthy Foods LLC or Taste Great Catering. He had a company website that went with them and all this. And the only way we found out was that there's a website called Who Is, where you can see who owns the website or whatever. And long story short, it looked like my client got double charged for something, and he was trying to reach the person to make sure he wasn't underpaying or overpaying. And he said, "Could you help me figure out who this company is?" I said, "Sure, I'll look it up." And it's his friend. And my client's like, why would my friend be the owner of the catering company that we use all the time? Let's look at the other ones. And we found out that all of the catering companies that he was using for these random caterings were all from his friend, and they got bigger and bigger over time, to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm trying to help somebody on the show because waste and fraud, folks. Those are the number one expenses for every business. Waste and fraud. Back to you, James.
Well, the topic of the show is cash flow. So the guy had probably pretty good cash flow, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, that guy had great cash flow. He had no expenses and a lot of income. Okay, now let's put a little meat on the bone here before we wrap it up here. First off, if you're looking for a doctor you can trust, check out officialsynapse.com. Officialsynapse.com. If you're looking for a lawyer that you can trust, check out the lawyer James.com. The lawyer James.com. That's the lawyer James D. Cristofaro. Again, for the doctor you can trust, check out officialsynapse.com. And James made the please. That's your cleaning service in the Tulsa area. Made the please. And there it is. That's the website. That's the company right there. I just encourage everybody out there, though, trust but verify. And as it relates to the money, you gotta manage the cash. You gotta keep your mind on the money. Money on your mind. You gotta make sure you're not getting screwed, and you have to use merit-based pay. Dr. Sproul, give the final word. What do you say to the entrepreneurs out there that maybe haven't gone through the level of mentorship or coaching you've gone through and are going, man, my employees, they just keep turning in more hours than what they were supposed to, and they keep doing the salary game and the hourly game, and they're not managing people. What do you say?
Well, first of all, most entrepreneurs are good at what they do. There's some level of expertise that they have, and they get busy with that, and they don't get to work on their business. So bring in someone like you helping to mentor was a game changer, because it allowed me to focus on the details that could actually get the data. So in healthcare, I don't make decisions in regards to people's health unless I have the data of their actual body, the blood pressure, the lab work. This is the same thing. when it comes to running your business. Yet as an entrepreneur, I wasn't doing as well. So mentoring is key. Being held accountable. Working with someone who understands how these operations work. I am extremely trusting, a little bit gullible when it came to how people were, and actually getting a little shot in the arm. And to James' point, the cash flow coming in is great if you're really good at your job. But if you're just wasting it, and being from Minnesota, we don't know anything about waste and fraud and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Some of the best daycares in the world up there.
Trust them all.
Dr. Sproul, thank you so much for your time. Attorney James and non-attorney James, appreciate you both. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Yes, and maybe no, folks. You see, a lot of entrepreneurs, they come to me, they say, Clay, I want to grow my business. I say, let's help you. Let's do it. Yes, let's make it happen. And then they say, hey, do you know of any connections for capital? And I say, most of the time, no. And they say, why? I say, well, you know how I funded DJConnection.com is I worked at Applebee's, Target, and DirecTV